Hello guys, back again. I'm inside the boat now. I've just shown you what the front looks like. I just thought I'd give you a quick look. What I'm doing there is I'm making my bed boxes up. I've replaced all that wall like I showed you, right up to the end now. And I bet you're wondering to yourself, I wonder what this is. That's new. Well, what this is, I'll show you quickly. At the moment, looking at it from here, like that, it's just a settee. Once my cushion goes on top of that, it'd be a nice size settee, a 3-seater, and this is where the kitchen was, if you remember. If I show you from this end, you'll understand where I'm coming from. Do you remember that? Well, there was a... Hold on, I'm looking in the mirror. That's where the kitchen was, if you remember. It was round there, down here, and then it come across like that. And this is the idea I had right from all them days or months back when I showed you it. So this is now my settee area. This cabinet here is staying, which is ideal because, I mean, if you imagine you're sitting down here, you've got your fire on there, you've got your radiator there, and you've got this workspace here, ideal for a small television, flat screen telly, fit on there perfect, a little stereo or something, no bother. Underneath, let me just lift this up a second. Underneath here, let me just hold this up, bear with me boys. Now, it's hinged at the back, so look at the storage I've got in there, masses. I've put the water pump in there, which again is out the way but really easy access if I need to change the belt on it or if there's a leak or anything like that. It's not a bother. On the front of the box down here, I've just put T&G on it again just to match the boat, so when I paint it all in, all the lines will look the same. Let me just drop this back down a second. You take that wood out and it literally just hinges down like that and sits like that. And now you're thinking to yourself, well, it ain't a very wide bed. That's where this comes in. You just touch the front here. This is so simple to open, anyone could do it. Look at that. Yeah, I haven't put the legs on it yet because once I put the floor down it's going to be a bit higher, and now it looks like that. And the legs go down this corner. This will be cut back a bit and the legs will sit in there down, which will support the other side. I know it's not a double, but it's a small double. I mean, you can fit 2 people on that, no problem at all. And the cushion that goes at the back there, which will be one piece, that just drops down, and there's 2 cushions that are on the bottom, just slide across, double bed, job done. And to shut it, I mean, look, I'm using one hand, look, from the side, look, done. And now you just literally sit straight back down on it, and it's solid, absolutely solid. And do you know what I made all that out of? Do you remember that old bench what was in here, what I said looked like a fold down double bed? Well, that's what it is now. So once again, it just shows you if you sit down and think about it, you know, and utilise what you've got, that's what you can come up with, you know. I'm well pleased with it. It looks the business. Don't look out of place, and I've got plenty of room still down the other end. I'm going to put a small cabinet against here somewhere, just up here, and one small recliner swivel armchair with a separate footstool. And just my odds and sods, and that's it. All my wood storage for like winter time will all be out there in plastic boxes, so I ain't even got to go outside if it's, you know, snowing or raining or whatever. I can store coal out there, I can store timber out there, tons of stuff. Okay guys, I'll be back in a minute. Just thought I'd come here, just give you a quick update from the other day. In the kitchen now. Got my cooker in. I put this fridge in, but to be absolutely truthful here, I think it's knackered. As I say, I've done all my pipe work now. Sink's going here somewhere. These little pipes there are gas, heating. This one here by my foot, this feeds that radiator. That's me on coal, as you can see. That's the gas stopcock for the fridge. And that one there is the gas stopcock for the cooker. Pipes go round there, under there, through the toilet, and then they come under my bed box. They feed up there now through the back of the where the toilet wall is, so that it's not in the front part of the boat that you're going to be sitting in. I've tidied up in here a bit now, so it looks a bit cleaner. And I've just started painting in here now, so I'm doing the ceiling at the moment. Painting all this out, as you can see, which I think looks a lot nicer, definitely brighter. I'm going to do these brown walls, the old sauna walls, next. Just to blind it. This is just a blind coat, really. It just blinds out all the all the mist colours and bits and pieces what are there. This is all oil-based paint, using no emulsion or satin woods or anything in here. It's all going to be oil and eggshell for condensation, and obviously if there's any leaks, the last thing you want is emulsion. Hang on lads, I'm just going to have to go a sec because I've got to move the boat forward. The boat's back in the water now, which I'll show you in a minute, or a little bit later. Kettle's boiling now. One thing after another today. There's my little kettle. Turn that off. Yeah, so the boat's back in the water. It went back in yesterday, which I'm glad about, because it's easier to work on the inside now rather than being up on that great big metal cage thing that it was being transported on. But yeah, I've just painted all this white for the first coat. You're probably wondering what that is. I'll show you. I don't know if you can see this line here. Is that going all the way around there? I've had to cut this down because I couldn't get, when the bed was done, it stuck out a little bit and I had the gap to do it, so I'm going to cut this piece off all the way round, so it gives it like a half circle and then straight. They just make it look a bit bigger as you walk in. As you can hear, I've just got the old engine on, just to charge my batteries up a little bit because I've been sitting here for months, so that's no problem. I've got another bit of ply just to put in the floor there. In this box here, I'll just show you quickly. This is my sink. That's what my sink looks like. That should look quite nice. And I'm just going to put that in a matte black worktop, which is going to go from the edge of this cabinet that I've built here, all the way across here, up to this wall here, and then the sink is sitting there somewhere. Pipe up to these two pipes here, hot and cold. I might have to drill through this wall here to see if I can lock onto a drain outlet on that side, because there's no hole in this side of the boat, lads. But ain't the end of the world. I know a fella in the marina who can do it for me if it's a problem, and he owes me a favour, and you know who you are. Okay, right, I'm going to make myself a cup of tea. And then I'll come back to you. I'll show you what it looks like on the outside in the water now. Get a bit more painting done, and then I'll come back. Cheers, lads. I've now given it all a coat, as you can see. Very white. Again, like I mentioned just now, this is only a mist coat. This is just to show up what needs to be done. Looks obviously a lot brighter. I'm glad that bloody sauna look was gone. But, and down there, if you can see now, so that brown bit is where I've left it brown and then just done a bit of white around it. The brown bit's going to be cut off to make that opening look bigger, so you're not standing behind a lump of wood. It's a lovely day today. Like I say, I've painted this all now, one mist coat. I've got to rub this down a little bit more here with them tiles where the kitchen used to be, but as you can see it looks a little bit brighter now. They don't look like a sauna no more. What I'll do, lads, I'm going to give this ceiling another coat now because that's dry. When I do the painting, I think I'm going to leave the ceiling white, and I think what I'm going to do is, if you can see this piece of wood there where this is part of the wall, I'll finish the ceiling to this line here and all the way across, and I'll finish that in white eggshell, and on the walls from that timber, from this timber down all the way, you know, all the way down, right down to the floor, I might do it in an oak mill or a Egyptian cotton kind of look, because I've got a lot of cream neck, like lacy curtains I'm going to put up. I'm not going to go with laminated on the floor now, because after speaking to a guy in the marina, he reckons that he knows people that have had a lot of problems with it swelling up because of the moisture in the boat, because it's sitting on water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a cheaper option, which should look fine, which is just going to be 500mm square carpet tiles, which I'm going to take up to where that new floor finishes, where the kitchen starts, and then that little bit in there, and in the toilet I'm going to do it in some sort of tile look. They do one like a kitchen bathroom type of laminated, which is supposed to be moisture resistant, so I might do it in that. It's only going to be about £1.50 out there, so it's going to come to pennies. And I've already sourced some carpet tiles which are brand new, which look fine, £1 each. Can't go wrong, mate. Okay, get back to you soon, guys. Just thought I'd just give you a quick update. I've just done the ceiling again with a second coat. I think I'm going to have to get myself a pair of sunglasses, because this is getting beyond the joke. It's funny, really weird, you know. I was just here painting away, and all of a sudden I could hear someone saying, oh, you know, oh, hello. I thought, who's that? And I don't know if I've mentioned them before, but there was a couple I met in the winter. They just bought themselves a boat, like one of them fiberglass boats, and it was a really windy day, and the guy was trying to put a tarpaulin on his boat, and his wife was standing on the bow of the boat in a massive pair of brown boots, and I was standing there looking at them, and I thought, bloody hell, any minute she's going to go in that drink. So I went over and asked them if they wanted me to give them an hand, which they declined, and then I just helped them. I got quite chatty with the two of them over the winter, to be honest with you, and a couple of things, you know. The first thing was, I was working away in the winter, and I don't know the husband or the wife's names, but they know who they are. They drive a silver Mercedes, and the guy, I was working away in the workshop. Do you remember when I was in the workshop in the winter and it was freezing cold? And the guy come over to me and he said to me, do you fancy something? Do you fancy some chips or some fish and chips? I'm going to the chip shop. You know, which I thought was really, really thoughtful, you know. You know, for somebody that you just don't even know, for them to think, you know, think of you, to me, you know, says it all. Anyway, yeah, so, you know, I've had a few chats with them, and they've watched the boat on YouTube. We're probably going to be watching this. That's the reason why I've done it, because they come over to say ta-la to me today, because they're taking their boat back up to Ely by Cambridge, Ely way. And they come over to say ta-la to me, and it's just a shame I forgot to get their phone number, because I'd have loved to have met up with them on the river, which I probably will, because I'll make an effort to get up there and see them. But yeah, it's just a shout out to that couple, you know, top people, mate. I appreciate it. Right, getting back to my video now. Yeah, I've given the ceiling 2 coats now, lads. And the walls have had one all the way down now, right down all the radiator. I ain't done this cupboard yet because I'm starting to get a backache, and I haven't done those double doors, you know, towards the front of the boat, which I will do probably tomorrow. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put no more paint on this ceiling now. I'm going to get it all filled where all those lights was, using but I'll probably use a decorator's caulk or something. A couple of little cracks around the sides, which I'll fill those up as well, just to make it look more sound. There's a little bit up there by the,
if you look where that is, that, see that there, see the gap? I'll fill that because that'd drive me mad looking at that. But yeah, I've just got these doors to do now, and the rest of the insides had 2 coats apart from the walls, which really, like I said before, these are just mist coats on the walls just to kill that sauna look, and then I can put my colour on, tone it down now and start putting my colours in here now. Okay, get back to you soon.